Stuck between emotion and trust. Posted by Can't Sleepwalker. If you like these stories and want to see more, please like and subscribe. This post is more of an airing out of my thoughts and a question about what I should do with my current situation. My GF of 2 years had been acting suspicious for a couple of months. Not being as affectionate, a drop off in our sex life, always on her phone, disappearing in the bathroom for way longer than needed. Quick to get angry and yell at me, saying she needed space. I'm certainly not perfect, though. Dealing with some seasonal/situational depression, I haven't been the best partner. She recently had an old guy friend come back around in her life, and that's around when things started changing. I have female friends, and she has other guy friends. Up until recently, I've completely trusted her, and she has never been the suspicious type either. But recently, I've had that gut feeling something is up. About a month ago, I drove by her work, running errands, since it is right near where we live, and I noticed her car wasn't there even though she said she was there. We recently had a long conversation about the state of our relationship, and we aired out all of our issues. In the same talk, she mentioned how she has changed from the person she was 2 years ago, and it felt like a prerequisite to a breakup. But since the talk, things have seemed to get much better between us, almost back to normal. Yesterday curiosity got the best of me, and I went through her phone. I saw she went over to the old guy friend's house the same day that we had the talk when she lied and said she was working. I didn't get the chance to look at much else of the conversation, but there wasn't any other indication that she was cheating. So I flat out asked her if something was going on between them, not mentioning what I saw on her phone. She said definitely not, they are just friends, and she wants me to meet him soon. I do want to believe her, but maybe I'm just blinded by my love for her. Now I'm debating on coming clean and telling her I went through her phone or waiting and checking it sometime in the future to see if I catch her doing anything else. I love her very much, and I want this relationship to work out. It's probably going to drive me crazy knowing she lied to me on multiple occasions. But I'm not sure if confronting her now will ease my mind. Am I just being way too paranoid? And now for the top comments. It has been my experience that when a woman says she needs space, she is already looking for your replacement. This old friend might be a temporary replacement, but she is preparing to leave. Continue to work on the relationship on your end, but be prepared. Her behavior speaks louder than her words. No, don't tell her yet. She will just hide things better. Have another talk. Tell her you want to check in with her to see if things are better since the first talk. Ask what she sees that can be improved on. Then you tell her what you think. Tell her you want to check in every couple of weeks. All the while, keep your eyes open to any shading things she may be doing. Sweetie, your love is one way. I'm going to tell you this bullcrap about having friends of the sex you are attracted to needs to stop. That's not progressive. It's dumb when you really find the love of your life. You won't need other females as friends, and she won't need any males as friends, period, because you both will be all you all need. 2. She straight says that she wants space, meaning she isn't ready to settle down, period. 3. She definitely has something going with a dude. Period. Stop playing silly games cause the only one going to get really hurt here is you for not being real with yourself. She wants to belong to the streets. Let her go. You can't love someone who won't be true and doesn't respect you. She does not respect you. She's a liar. You will never be able to trust her. If there is no trust, there is no relationship. Walk away now before wasting any more time or energy on someone who does not want to be only yours. I mean, unless you want to share, then maybe talk to her about an open relationship, which by the way, those don't work either. It's just a way to keep someone longer which doesn't want to be kept. Good luck, though, and I hope you do what's best for you. And now for our next story. In a complicated mess. Posted by power_dip. I'll just give a gist cause the entire context seems way too much for me to handle head on. 1. I'm a 28M software developer. 2. Had a liking for mature women, met someone, 44F, call her T, online to be FWB. 3. Had a ton of unprotected intercourse and intimacy through months by taking her word on birth control and not giving it a second thought. 4. Met a beautiful woman 22F, call her A, at my work and started dating her by simultaneously ending things with T. I fell madly for A and after a few weeks. 5. It turned out that A was the daughter of the boss highest in the hierarchy in my company and that my skills caught the eye of her father. I was in bliss. 6. A invited me to her house for the weekend. Her father knows about our relationship, and he gave her permission to bring me. 7. Got to her house on a Sunday morning to find out A's mother was T. For a while, we acted really clumsy and were still processing the fact. After stabilizing myself. 8. It got to my notice, to make things worse, T was pregnant with her 5th child. There was no way in hell I could discard the possibility of the child being mine, considering the time we spent together. 9. I went radical and bluffed myself into thinking of her as a stranger cause I wanted to get through the situation without the act being blown. 10. The session went good, and I got to talk a lot to A and her dad, meet her siblings, take A and her brother to lunch, etc. 11. Currently on the bed in my house, processing the bull SHT I've been through. Please, anything helps. I seriously love A and my job. I'm at my peak in terms of career currently. And am morally conflicted that I was hiding the secret and the potential possibility of my girlfriend's mom being pregnant with my child from A and her dad. It's turning my insides out. And now for the top comments. Fake your death and move out of the country. This has the makings of a Dateline story that doesn't go well for you down the road or Jerry Springer. Dang brother. This is a pickle. I don't think you can win here. You can tell the truth and probably blow up for GF's family and maybe your relationship. You can stay quiet and have this hanging over your head forever, depending on how deep this relationship goes. In your shoes, I'd quietly bow out to the relationship and maybe even change my place of work. I'm a strong believer in not getting involved with people at work because far too often, it can bring you drama in many ways, awkward environment, nepotism, bad breakup could lead to a bad workplace, spurned lover could attempt to hit you with harassment charges, HR nightmares, etc. I'd say get out of the relationship as admirably as possible, look to work somewhere else and consider not getting involved with women you work with in the future. There are myriad other places you can go to meet women. This has the potential to really frack your life up romantically and financially. When in reality, you are the single guy looking to meet someone. T is the one who's married/had an affair. You weren't aware, and you broke off the arrangement before anything happened with A. I'm a woman, so I'm going to put myself in A's shoes. My advice with her, since you said you love her and want it to work out, is start opening the line of communication now. You need to come clean about having a FWB before you meet her. Tell her you knew nothing until you saw her mom that day you were invited over. You need to also be thinking about what will happen if T spills the beans or is found out as well. You need to have a private conversation with T about the pregnancy. Whether or not she knows for sure whose it is. If she's planning a paternity test, if she's planning to just ride it out and let her husband think he's the father, etc. Do you want to know if the child is yours? If so, do you want to be in his/her life? My guess is T knows this could mess up her life, and she doesn't want that to happen, hence why she didn't bother getting divorced before cheating on her husband. You are not in the wrong here. You didn't know anything about it. However, time is of the essence because the longer you wait from the day you figured it out, the worse it's going to look on you. Also, from what you said, this baby is loved already and wanted, so at least you know he or she will be taken care of and have a good life. And now for our next story. Please help. I utterly lost. My wife I left 2 months ago is now doing meth and a prostitute. Posted by Broken Battered Smile. This is a crazy long story, so I will try to give a quick rundown. 2 months ago, I found my wife had a full-blown relationship with another man. I at first tried to understand it because she threatened suicide. This was a huge trigger for me, with my father having committed suicide a year prior. I just went no contact after she refused to answer any questions I had, repeatedly lied, and didn't follow any of the conditions I had. I woke up at 2 a.m. after only 2 hours of sleep last night, dreaming she did kill herself. I had a panic attack, and I went to the only social media I hadn't deleted on Instagram. I read my wife's messages, and she messaged me back. It was a stupid moment of weakness to look. Found out after she had been doing meth, and now without my income, she has resorted to prostitution to feed this and pay for a serious accident she did. This is fracking me up bad. I had suspected the meth before NC but not confirmed. She is desperately trying to talk to me, but I don't even know if I want to now. The relationship is over, but the only person I ever loved is now doing meth and selling her body. Why does it still hurt? I thought I was healing until this. I tried to get some answers out of her, but just useless. Is there anything to gain from this? Update: I messaged her that it is too painful for me to speak with her after becoming a meth addict and prostitute. I told her I hoped she would get clean and I would send divorce papers so she could marry AP or anyone else. It is her life, and her choices are 100% hers. I decided to go back to no contact. I still have no idea what I am doing. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Everyone who messaged me and posted it truly helped. Honestly, you all walked me off a ledge. I was far more ready to jump than I have ever been. I plan to try and get a lawyer ASAP and will try to find some affordable therapy. I have been going to the gym every day on my way now. And now for the top comments. Just remember, it's not your fault. It was her choice to ruin her life. That drug will take over her life. Let her go, my man. Hope you started the divorce process. What's your say on this? Do you have a similar story? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.